I got into a car accident. I didn't hit anyone. A person was literally in front of me.
Variety princess, yeah. Variety princess, yeah. Variety princess,
Hey guys, it's Deja, the Princess of Variety, and I am back with my reflection on 2020 video. And if you have been following me for a while, you know that I do these videos every single year.
I'm like ready for 2015 now, and I feel like it's gonna be a really good year.
First off, Happy New Year's to all of you. I hope you guys are ready for what 2016 has to offer.
I just kind of wanted to reflect on 2016 just a tad bit.
Officially a vlogger. I do not do any other videos on my channel except for vlogging. That's the new direction we're going in for this new year. I'm just kidding. It is December 31st right now. December 31st, 2019 right now. You guys are currently watching this from an entire different year, or I try to. I always do blog posts every single year. That's actually something that I do religiously. I just wanted to talk with you guys about the roller coaster that 2020 was. Also, I have an announcement coming, but that will be coming sometime later on in the video. So if you want to know what that announcement is, stay till then. What a year. The year of a pandemic, the year of wearing masks, the year of renegades and WAP. My, we have experienced a lot this year. For me personally, this year was a very interesting year because obviously the year consisted of so many trials and tribulations. But I feel like with this year, I was one of the people that were lucky just because I don't feel like I experienced a lot of the negative side effects that this year brought along with it. Some bad things that happened for me really happened towards the beginning of the year. I feel like the beginning of the year is when I experienced drama the most, even though I didn't really experience that much drama throughout this year as a whole. But I feel like the beginning of this year is when I experienced the most drama that I've experienced throughout this year. This all happened in 1 week. I got into a car accident. I didn't hit anyone. A person was literally in front of me. I was on an exit off the highway that led to a traffic light, and I want to say I was maybe third in line in that lane, and the person in front of me started rolling back. Their car just started rolling back like it was in reverse or something. I have no idea what happened. I've seen that happen plenty of times, and I've seen the person stop before they hit the car behind them. With this situation, the person just rolled back into my car, and they couldn't go anywhere because the light was red and someone was in front of them. As soon as the light turned green, they drove off. I got their tag and all of that, but unfortunately, when the cops came, it was very dark. I had never gotten into a car accident like that before, so when the cop asked me if there was any damage, me being the slow person that I am, that's naive to how car accidents work, I said that there was no damage done because when I looked at my car, I should have shined my flashlight, but I didn't. So to me, it looks like there was no damage, but there actually was. So later on, they basically said that they didn't hit me. And since I had said there was no damage and the police report said that there was no damage based off of what I said, nothing happened. Nothing came of it. It wasn't a lot of damage on my car, but it's still very annoying to know that people got away with hitting my car and driving off. Then later in that week, I got a ticket.
because I was speeding like a maniac on the highway because I am a naturally fast driver. It was one morning I was going to get my nails. This was pre-pandemic. I was going to get my nails done. I was driving super fast. There was nobody on the highway, but a cop ended up seeing me speeding on an empty highway and pulled me over. I was able to get out of having to go to court because of the pandemic, so the pandemic kind of saved me there. I think I was able to just send an email or something. I think I was able to just pay by mail because they weren't giving me that option initially. So yeah, I don't want to talk about that too long though, but that was a crazy week for me. I didn't experience anything that was detrimental this year. I know a lot of other people did. I was one of the fortunate ones that didn't. I am leaving 2020 with all of my loved ones, with all of my friends. I didn't lose anybody this year, and I'm thankful for that. There were deaths, obviously, that really had an impact on me. Some of those deaths being Kobe Bryant was the first one that really shook me. I am not into sports. I don't know a lot about Kobe Bryant, but I knew who he was and I heard about him all the time growing up because it's Kobe Bryant. So when I heard what happened to him, I was leaving the movies with my brother, and it was just crazy to me because it's when stuff like that happens, it's just mind-blowing. Shad Gaspard, he was a wrestler. He wrestled for WWE. And if you guys remember, there was a vlog that I posted called WrestleCade Vlog. I posted that. That was one of the last videos I posted last year before I took my hiatus from YouTube when I was going through that move. And Shad is actually in that video. He was at WrestleCade when I was there. He's in that vlog. I recorded him. He actually came very close to me. He passed away this year as well. He drowned. He was in the ocean in California and he was trying to save his son. He ended up drowning. They didn't find him until days later, and when I found out, it was just heartbreaking. I cried so much because I think one of the main reasons it really hit me is just because I remember when he got on WWE. I remember when him and JTG got on WWE as Crime Time. Back when I was a kid, I remember the weeks leading up to them being on WWE and the little clips that would show to let everyone know that there was a new team coming to the show. And then after seeing him at WrestleCade last year, I remember thinking, oh, I should take a picture with them, but I didn't. You have to pay to take pictures with the wrestlers. And I was gonna take pictures with them, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna take pictures with the girls that I chose. And now I wish I had, but it really hit me hard because I had just seen him. So it was, I don't know, it's just weird. And he was in my last YouTube video that I had did. So a few months later, the same thing happened with Naya Rivera. She ends up drowning. I was by no means a Glee fan. Like, I didn't not like Glee, but I didn't watch it either. But seeing the same thing happen to her in that lake was shocking to me. With Chadwick Boseman, when that happened with him, I don't think anybody was expecting that. So that was another death that really was shocking. And the crazy thing about it is none of those people died from COVID. They died from just other things that nobody saw coming. So it was just a lot. And I know a lot of you guys may have lost loved ones this year, and my heart really does go out to you guys. I am so blessed to not have to experience that, but for those of you that are experiencing that this year, I'm really sorry for you guys. And over time, I think things will get easier to handle, but I really don't know what to say. Like, nobody saw this coming, and my heart really does go out to you guys that did lose loved ones, or those of you that may have gotten COVID and you're still recovering from it, or you never recovered from it. On a brighter note, reflecting on this year for me, I really experienced a lot of great things. And I talked about this in a blog post on my website, varietyprincess.com. You guys can go check it out there. I was able to read a lot more books this year. which is something that I've been trying to do for a while. I think my favorite book that I read this year had to have been Love in Other Words. I don't know, I forget, hold on. The author is Christina Lauren, and Christina Lauren is actually two women. It's actually two authors, which I thought was really cool. And that book is so good. And I'm by no means a romance reader. I don't really read romance books, not because I don't like them, but just because I never read them. And that book was really good. It had me in the field. Podcasts. I listened to so many podcasts this year. Extra Gravy Show was one that I listened to countless times. They actually shouted me out on their podcast because for my Spotify Wrapped, I had listened to them a lot. So they ended up seeing that and shouting me out. The Skinny Confidential with Lauren Evarts Bostic and Michael Bostic. I love that podcast. Shout out to Lauren and also her best friend. They both followed me on Instagram this year, which was shocking because it's cool seeing people you listen to every day or look up to following you. I have a new room. I have a new space. I love my room. I love being in here. Like, my room is my sanctuary. It always has been since I was a kid, and having a room that I love so much is so pretty, and being able to come in here every day after work and wake up in here and go to sleep in here. Like, you guys, I wish you guys could see it because this isn't doing it justice. What you guys are seeing does not do it justice. It is so pretty in here. I love it so much. It's so motivating. My gaming setup is amazing. I know you guys haven't really seen it, but it's just so motivating for me as a YouTuber. That's why I've been posting so much, because I'm in a space that I genuinely love, and it's easier for me to stay focused and work on what I want to work on without getting sidetracked, without being distracted, without feeling like I'm in a space that doesn't inspire me. That was really a problem that I've had over the years, and some people might be like, oh, you know, it's just a room, like, why does it matter, just record. But for me, I need to be in a space that inspires me and makes me feel comfortable, and it's just so pretty. I love it. I landed a full-time job this year. It was full-time at my last job too, but coming into this year, I was actually a contractor at my current job, and I was actually hired on full-time in May, which was shocking. I was hired during a pandemic, which it was rare for a lot of people, so I'm super thankful for that. This year, I definitely grew a lot as a person. The past few years haven't been that great for me. Like, they haven't been completely terrible, but they've been years that a lot of things happened that I didn't expect, which ended up in turn giving me a lot more anxiety. The job I had before the one I have now, I hated towards the end of my run there, and it really made me depressed. I ended up gaining a lot of weight, and I've always been skinny my whole life, so I gained weight, which was weird to me because I'm not used to being bigger and not being able to fit in clothes and things like that. I mean, I was having financial troubles, a lot of different issues, but I'm no longer dealing with those issues. This year, I spent more money than I ever have. I gained more money than I ever have. I lost a ton of weight. Starting April 6th, I worked out 4 days a week. I haven't stopped. So I've been doing that since April. I meditated this year. I've started eating healthy. That actually happened like since a few weeks ago, but I cut out a lot of stuff towards the beginning of the year. So I've been doing a lot more self-care stuff, a lot more self-care work, and it's definitely paying off. I feel really good about myself. When I started off the year, my hair was a lot shorter than it is now. I got rid of my, my long like hair that I had before, and wore my real hair out since the end of January, and I mean my hair is getting pretty long, so y'all better watch out. I do miss the long hair. I love a good weave. I just want to let my real hair breathe and be out this year, and it looks good. Tomorrow, January 1st, will be a year since I launched my website. I launched my website January 1st, 2020. I launched my website. I haven't utilized it as much as I would have liked to, but I've posted a lot of blogs on there this year. Going into 2021, I definitely want to use it a lot more, post a lot more on there, be more interactive with you guys on there, to post more on there. But looking at my website makes me so happy because it is just so pretty, and I love being able to look at something that I created and something that I put hard work into that turned out in a way that I love. It's just nice having an outlet that's my own. I watched a lot of shows. I rewatched all 4 seasons of That's So Raven, which was awesome. I watched it with my best friend. She hadn't seen That's So Raven ever, so that was quite an experience. She ended up loving it. I've caught up on quite a few of my favorite shows, not completely, but I'm getting there, like The Challenge, Are You the One, stuff like that. I've been catching up on those. I made a lot of new friends. Shout out to you guys. It was just great making new friends this year that were nice to me and treated me well and made me laugh. I also lost some people this year, some people that were in my life. Well, who did I lose? Let me think. Yeah, I lost some people that were in my life the past few years. I mean, some for more serious things that I don't really see as forgivable, and some for things that I find very stupid and childish and old. Things that I thought me and certain people had gotten past, but apparently there was still an issue. Can't do anything about that. Not gonna waste my time chasing after people because I don't care that much. Moving into 2021, I have no regrets about anyone that I lost, because I know for a fact that people that I lost, I mean, they just aren't meant to be in my life, because I just don't like when people do things and then they think it's okay and they think that you're just supposed to be okay with it, and they don't have to apologize and they never do any wrong when they're clearly in the wrong. I don't have time for that stuff. But yeah, I'm just happy for the people that were in my life this year, the people that supported me, that were there for me. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone that supported my YouTube channel. Shout out to you guys. Everyone that's commented and been super encouraging on my videos. It means a lot to me. I can get 40 views on a video, but getting like 2 comments from you guys makes my day. So whether you guys know that or not, I would much rather get comments on my videos than tons and tons and tons of views with no comments. I just like that personal human connection. It feels very genuine and sincere to me, and I really appreciate it. I visited the mountains. It was really nice. I've never really been to the mountains. I have drove through the mountains like maybe once, but I had never been on a mountain. And I was able to do that this year, and it was really fun and exhilarating until the thunderstorm came. And yeah, I don't even want to get into that. The ear popping and all that, I can't deal with that stuff. I'm kind of reading off of my blog a little bit, by the way, guys. If you guys see me looking over here, I'm kind of going off of that, not word for word, but you know, I don't want to miss anything. I definitely talked about stuff a little bit, some things in more detail on there. Others is in more detail in this video, so definitely be sure to check that out. I donated a lot this year. That was definitely something that I wanted to do a lot more this year, and I was able to do that. I was able to donate to charities and whatnot, and it really felt good donating, because I don't usually really donate. Not because I don't want to, but just because I never really have that much. So it felt good donating to causes that mean a lot to me. Donating to GoFundMes that mean a lot to me, and also just doing good things for people in my life. I surprised people with food a lot this year, and that makes me feel really good. I think that's like something that I want to definitely continue doing in 2021. Surprising people with gifts, it just feels good to make other people happy. I love entertaining you guys. I love making people laugh. That's always been one of my favorite things to do. And now for the announcement. So I wanted to let you guys know, last year the announcement was my website. Now the announcement is I am now a writer for KeenGamer.com. And Keen Gamer is a website where we post news on video games. There's also a YouTube channel, a podcast. The tagline is not just a gaming site. I'm gonna be writing for them. I'm super excited to be working for this website. I love writing. I always have loved writing. I've always loved video games, and now I get to do both of those things. I'm going to continue writing on my website, but my website is a little bit more personal, a little bit more opinionated, a little bit more about just me and my thoughts on different things, what I'm going through, my life, games, but definitely a lot more opinionated on my website. Like, that's where I get to the nitty-gritty with things. With Keen Gamer, I'm going to be doing a lot of different news posts. I'm going to be doing opinion posts on there too. I guess my website will be the place where I say what I want to say that I can't say on Keen Gamer. So that's kind of like the X-rated version of my thoughts on my website. That's where I really, don't hold back. Keen Gamer is going to be kind of a classier version of that, but I'm super excited to be working with a team and being able to be a part of a team that loves what I love, which is mainly gaming, but also writing as well. So I'm super excited for that. So make sure you guys support me on there. If you go to the About page on there, you'll see my picture, and you guys can click on that and see the posts that I've written so far. I did a Cyberpunk post about how Cyberpunk was removed from the Sony store. It's been weird keeping this as a secret because I've been keeping it kind of hidden, but I did a post about that. And then yesterday, whatever day, December 31st, 2020, I did a piece on The Sims 5 and what features that game could have that would make it better than The Sims 4. So definitely go check those out. Be sure to support me on there. It'll really help me out a lot. Check out the posts from time to time that I do. I'll be like retweeting them on my Twitter page, which is @VarietyPrincess. Definitely comment on there, share the post, like the post, just be interactive with my posts. It'll help me a lot. Also do the same on my website. It helps me out a lot. It shows me that you guys are engaged with my content. Same with my YouTube videos. Keep commenting, liking, sharing, viewing. It helps me out a lot. And the Bieber concert did not happen that I really wanted to go to because Kehlani was going to be there, and you guys know I love her, but that was canceled this year. And next year in 2021, when it comes back, since they rescheduled it, Kehlani is not on the tour now, so that's great. There's some things that I feel like I improved on this year. I improved on ignoring negativity a lot more. I could definitely get better at it. I mean, if you guys knew me a few years ago, you would see that I was the type of person to fly off the handle if somebody made me mad, and I'm still kind of like that. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better at just ignoring people and stupid things that people say. I'm better at not wasting my time. Before, I felt like every little thing needed a reaction and a response and, some acknowledgement from Deja. But I don't feel like that anymore because I don't care as much about stuff like that. Like when people say stupid stuff to get my attention or do stupid stuff to get my attention, I don't care. Like, anyone that does that, if you're watching this, I don't care. That's why you don't get a response from me. That's why you don't get any acknowledgement from me, because I don't care. I can definitely get better with that though. But I've compared to me in like 2011 and 2014 and things like that, I've gotten a lot better. I'm proud of myself with how I have, even throughout the obstacles I've faced this year, I've stayed persistent with what I wanted. I want my room to look like this. I want to go back to YouTube and post multiple videos a week. I want to get this job. I've stayed persistent. I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. I want my hair to grow out. I mean, I've really put a lot of effort into things that I care about this year, and I'm proud of myself for that, especially conquering 2020 and accomplishing as much as I have this year. I'm very proud of myself, and I'm just excited for what's to come in 2021. Right now, I got my feet kicked up and I'm just chilling in my room. I'm not a super big partier for New Year's. I have done things here and there over the years, but I don't have to do that to be happy for New Year's Eve or New Year's. As long as I'm comfortable and in a good space, that's really what matters most to me. I like to bring in the new year in a good headspace. That's what matters most to me. And I'm doing that, whether it's by myself, with my bird, with some friends, with family, whatever. But yeah, I'm sitting here just recording this video for you guys, and I have a lot of content coming. Over the next like 3 days, I'm going to be recording a lot of new stuff, working on a lot of new stuff. I have a lot of new ideas for different games and things that I want to bring to my channel. So I'm really excited for this. I'm excited for you guys to see everything. I hope you guys love it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep it up. I know I say that every year, but I'm not gonna give you guys too many expectations. You just have to see. But as you can see, I've been being very consistent since I came back, more consistent than I've ever been in my YouTube career. So yeah. But thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for sitting here. If you listened and watched this whole thing, thank you so much. I'm going into 2021 without too many expectations, because last year I had a lot of expectations and a lot of that stuff ended up getting canceled because we had to wear masks and be at home all the time and yada 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 because a pandemic hit, which nobody saw coming. So let me know down in the comments below, what are some positive things that happened for you in 2021, because I want us to focus more on the positive if we can. Let me know how your for 2020 how your year was for 2020, but let me know down in the comments. Yeah, I'm already ready to go to 2021. But yeah, and I also uploaded 2 choices videos, so for those of you that watched that Let's Play, check those out. I uploaded those over the past few hours. I edited those today. I recorded them a few weeks ago, but I edited and uploaded those today, so check those out if you haven't already. And if you guys have any suggestions for any games you'd like for me to play in the upcoming year, definitely let me know down below in the comments, because I'm open to suggestions. Definitely recommend games that you think I would like based on what you guys see me play. There's a lot coming and I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for everything. I love you guys so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to start 2021 off for me on a good note with some new faces. But thank you guys. I love you guys. I know I've said it a million times, but I really do. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.